I think what's been working in my capacity as State's Attorney for Baltimore City to kind of eradicate sexual assault, that has been a #1 sort of priority for my administration. We actually just finally, after 5 years of fighting in the state legislature in Maryland, passed the Repeat Sexual Predator Prevention Act. It's a piece of legislation that prior to being State's Attorney, I was made aware that when you look at, child molesters and serial predators. Individuals like that usually have a pattern of predatory behavior, and their prior bad acts and accusations are tools for prosecutors to be able to utilize at trial. And so when you look at the federal standards and you look at 37 other states, this was a fight that I took to Annapolis in Maryland because I felt as if Maryland was really promoting a rape culture. And so, after a very heated sort of time in which I brought sexual assault survivors to Annapolis for 5 years straight. We thankfully, thanks to the Women's Caucus, the Black Caucus, the Latino Caucus, the Asian Pacific Caucus, in the Year of the Woman and the Me Too movement, we were able to get this very important piece of legislation passed. So what I can say, when you look at the Repeat Sexual Predator Prevention Act, and we got bipartisan support, when you look at the importance of a piece of legislation like that, this issue was first brought to my attention when there was a 5-time serial rapist in my community who was breaking into people's homes, targeting women of color, raping them at knife point. He got off 4 times in 3 years, and I'm like, how is this even possible? Well, the women would have the courage and the audacity to get up and testify against this man, and this man who knew the system. He was a registered sex offender, was very well groomed, very articulate. He would get up on the stand and say, yeah, my DNA evidence is there, but these women are prostitutes and they consented to having intercourse with me. Again, the jury wasn't made aware that this same individual had been accused of doing this to 8 other women the same exact way. And so that's when I was looking to, when you do the research, see that these individuals usually have that pattern of predatory behavior, and the federal standards recognize that. 37 other states recognize that. And so that's why it was so important for us in the state of Maryland to be able to pass this piece of legislation. This is a standard that the federal system works and has implemented, and only 37 other states have also implemented it. So when you consider that, we still have work to do. And so what I would consider doing in the future, and what I think needs to happen to, again, eradicate sexual violence and sexual assault, is to take even this measure, on a national level and ensure that every single one of these states in the United States has this law on the books, so that it's applicable and it eradicates and saves not only lives of men, women, but also, and most importantly, our children.